Hi. Well, this is my challenge. I'm. So I'm starting this challenge as an effort to get more stuff online, to get more posting out, to expand my brand for my speaking business. And I'm doing this just to get comfortable. I love getting up on stage and talking to crowds, but that's because I get to communicate. And usually, I'm talking to leaders and a lot of dudes out there in the construction industry, in oil and gas, in manufacturing. And that connection is really easy, right? Because you can see them. This stuff to me is a lot more difficult because I'm just creating stuff that this is on the fly, right? So this is a challenge video, and this is really something I maybe should have started last year. Last year I started working at 75 Hard. It's this Andy Frisella program that he put together to help people create good habits in their life and reach the next level in their business and in their personal life. And I really like the program. There are some things that I'm challenged with it, and I'm just going to have to be frank about it. Like, I mean, it's hard to criticize a program that's helped so many people accomplish more things in their life. But the reality is, you know, and he's used to criticism, and this doesn't come from a place of disrespect by any means, because I respect him for what he's done. I respect a lot of his views. Um, I just What I found was, through the beginning of trying this program in 2023, I worked at it and I failed, but I probably did maybe 150 days of 75 hard routine, just continually failing. And then this year in January, something was different this year, and the thing that was different was that I had surrendered myself to Jesus, and that changed a lot of things for me, and it made things a lot simpler, in terms of a lot more simple, rather, in terms of getting things done. So um, I was also aware that I was using the program to quit drinking while I was on the program, and I thought that was very healthy. And it pointed out exactly how much drinking was affecting my life, and through a lot of prayer and through really this program, that's something that I've taken out of my life completely, which is awesome for me. It's if you're somebody that likes drinking, that's up to you. I'm not criticizing. For me, I'm an Irishman at heart, and we like doing things and we like doing them well. So for me, it's just a little bit of a bad routine to get into. So that's something I'm not interested in anymore, which is a miracle as far as I'm concerned. It's a gift from God. But again, this program had something to do with it. So I did 75 hard. I completed it as of March 15th or 16th. I can't remember the exact day. We're now in August. I take a few months off, and I've really started focusing on the speaking business. And I've started a podcast, and the podcast is interviewing experts in the field of construction, manufacturing. We're going to get into different fields. It's really about communication, and so that goes into all fields. And what I want to do is help bridge the gap between communication in the office and communication at the field level. Like, what are we missing in between? It's been a problem I've seen for 20 years since I've been in this industry. When I was on the ground with Shell at Carmen Creek and at Albion Sands, there was problems there, and everybody was well aware of it. So that was always a challenge: is how do you get messaging down properly? So that's what the Bridge podcast is about. But what this is about really is phase one: live hard. So I've accomplished 75 hard. I have until the end of the year to reach the end of phase three. So the first five things you have to do in 75 hard are two workouts a day, one and two, and those workouts, one can be inside, one has to be outside. Okay, they have to be 45 minutes each. I've just finished my first workout in my garage. It does not count as an outside workout, so I got to go do one outside later on today. Number two, you have to drink a gallon of water a day, which is awesome because I've got a gallon of water on the go right now. I've got to drink seven of my protein shake cups of water, and that covers me over a gallon. So that's awesome. I'm excited about that. That's easy to remember, easy to do once you get in the habit of doing it. And not having 4 or 5 beers at night makes it really easy to drink more water, in the evening as well, right? Although you don't want to drink too late, because otherwise you're up all night peeing, but that's beside the point. Number three, you have to read 10 pages a day. As you can imagine, what happened with me is my reading really got focused on the Bible. So while I was doing 75 hard, I read the entire New Testament. It was awesome, just really helped me understand who the Lord is, who God is, who Jesus is, what expectations are, and really, really helped solidify my faith. So that's what I've used. This program has really helped me. So I'm going to continue on with the Bible. I'm going to get into Old Testament and that kind of stuff. I'm in Proverbs right now. It won't last long because there's only 31 chapters, but I'm going to read some of that every day anyway. I'm not going to get into all the details of everything I do, but the last thing is you have to. So it's 2 workouts, water, read, and you have to take a progress picture every day. So I will do that. I don't imagine I'll be sharing that. That's not my way. I feel like it's not humble enough, but I will be doing that because it's part of the program. Phase 1 is a little bit different because you have to do those 5 things, and then on top of that, there's extra tasks. Number 1, you have to have a 5-minute cold shower every day. Well, in August, this is pretty easy because it's hot out here. So I just work out outside, and I get to go upstairs for a nice cold shower. It's a piece of cake. Number 2, you have 10 minutes of visualization, is what Andy calls it. I call it prayer, and that's what I'm doing. I'm using that time to really try to get focused on my relationship with the Lord, and it's an amazing thing. I've been praying anyway, so it's really something that's an easy one for me to do. It's not an addition, really, because I've been doing that anyway through my reading and everything else. Through 75 Hard that started a lot of this stuff, right? Really interesting. And number 3, you have to have 3 critical tasks. And so those 3 critical tasks, for me, I've got to do 30 reach outs a day. So that's cold reach outs to people about my podcast. That I'm investigating people through LinkedIn and different business sources to try to find guests for my podcast. And I find that as long as I do those reach outs every day, that my guests come in and we have great conversations so far. So we're about five episodes in. So I'm hoping to get up to 3 a week before the end of this month. So that's wonderful. That's the one of the habits. The other habit is going to be actually creating a power list, and that power list is a list of things that have to get accomplished. With everything I'm doing, I don't believe the rule is they have to get accomplished that day. I think it's more about organization. At least that's the way I'm approaching my power list. If you know something different, let me know today, because I'm starting on day 1 again today because I realized I forgot to do my 3rd part of my list, which my 3rd new task, which was writing or creating a video every day. So that's why I decided to start doing this challenge, because why not do the video? I can do this video, and then every day I'll do this on Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, you can follow me. It's Dan Komisky on Instagram. The link will be below. And yeah, I'd love your input. See how I do. You can challenge me. If I have to start again, I'm just going to be real honest with it. Obviously, that's the only reason I do these things. Want people to help hold me accountable. And so I'm excited about doing this, and excited about this process. And I'll be putting that on Instagram, and once a week I'll be doing an update on probably LinkedIn and Facebook, and that will help me create more content as well. Challenges that I'm having with the program. I don't foresee I'm going to fail a lot at it, because I feel like I'm really focused on what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm an old athlete, so creating more structure in my life, creating more discipline is something that I just really thrive when I do it. So being a one-man show with my speaking business, it's one of those things where maybe I'm going to lean on you a little bit to hold me accountable. Maybe that's what this is all about, and hopefully through this process, you guys can help me. Whoever is watching this, you can help me become better at this whole game of getting things online and posting content. I'm trying to grow a brand. Just to be completely honest, I'm trying to grow a brand. I'm a 52-year-old man who's growing a brand in an industry in podcasting, and really my industry. There wasn't a lot. It's not a lot of social media, but or it hadn't been. But in the last few years, especially since COVID, it's really turned, right? So we have to be in social media. So yeah, my challenge is a 30-day challenge to get through Live Hard Phase 1, and those are the things I'm working on. I'll put a list below, just to you guys can hold me accountable. Like I said, I'll put a list below, so if you actually feel like it, you can hold me accountable. But I hope it's entertaining for you, and I hope you like it, and I hope this is the kind of thing we're doing. I imagine the backgrounds are going to change a little bit. This is my garage where I work out, so I'll probably set something up a little bit prettier for these videos when I'm out here. But right now, man, it's pretty raw, and I'm just enjoying the process, and looking forward to getting better at this whole thing. So thanks very much for your time. I'm super excited to be starting this process, and if you're watching this video, man, I appreciate it. If you're watching me on Instagram, please subscribe or do whatever you're supposed to do. Ring the bell. I don't know, YouTube, ring the bell, subscribe. LinkedIn if you feel like commenting. You know, if you've done Live Hard before, if you've done 75 Hard, um, if you have any advice for me in terms of how to get through it, you know, I'd love to see that. If you have any questions about, if you're in 75 Hard and you have any questions about it, you know, like that's easy, man. Just shoot me a note. I'd love to chat about that. Even personally offline, I don't care. I'm here to help people, and obviously I'm always willing to talk about God. That's something that I don't always get to do in my keynotes because because that's not really what companies are paying for, is for me to come in and preach the Bible. But suffice to say, he's always in the word I give because I can't talk against him. So even when he's not there, he's there, and I'm happy to talk about anything. So yeah, thanks very much, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope to hear from you.